Everybody, welcome back to my channel, Penny Prepper. Today's video, we're going to stay on the topic of the medical minute. This is going to be the last one in the ABC series, which is airway, breathing, circulation. This is going to be the circulation topic. So as always, stay tuned. So if you've already watched the airway and breathing section, you're going to say, really, what's the difference between those two? Pretty much there is a big difference, but only if you know what to look for. And then as far as circulation, that is going to be the final component of one of the most emergent incidents that you can run into, somebody having an issue with. So basically that boils down to they don't have blood flowing or circulating through their body, bringing oxygenated blood to the vital components or tissue that needs it. So the easiest and most simple way to put this is going to be, when you're thinking about circulation, it all boils down to the heart essentially. However, that's not the only point to it. So the biggest part is going to be having the heart stop pumping and pumping oxygenated blood throughout the body. That is what we call cardiac arrest. It's when your heart stops. That's literally the meaning. And basically that means that the rest of your body, the brain, the lungs, everything ceases to get that blood, whether it's being pumped around the body into the lungs to get oxygenated or pumping back to the rest of the body. That's where you really run into this issue. As I said, that is not the only worry that you have with circulation. You can also run into issues where there is a blockage, such as when you hear people having strokes or embolisms. That's where there is a blockage of blood flow to a certain portion of the body. So we've covered the airway. So if somebody has a airway, they're breathing, you see them breathing, and they just say that they can't catch their breath, or they're starting to pass out, their lips are getting blue, they're pale, whatever it might be, that's where you can boil it down to. Maybe it's a circulation problem. Maybe they're breathing, but there's a blockage in the lungs where that blood is not able to get oxygenated because there's a blockage. So fresh air isn't able to get into the lungs, and there's these sacs in there. I'm not going to bore you with all the medical mumbo jumbo, but basically there's air sacs in your lungs. If there's a blockage, it's like trying to blow up a balloon, but with your hand in between the balloon and your mouth. I'm going to try to make this one as quick as I can, because circulation is pretty basic. Honestly, as a first responder, unless you are trained to do so, there's not a whole lot you can really do if circulation to certain parts of the body are blocked. One of the things that you can do, basically one of the things I've always been taught is air goes in and out and blood goes round and round. If any of those stop, you have a problem. But really, as a first responder or an EMT in my case, one of the most basic things to boil it down to is, if you have an issue with one of those, you start CPR. If somebody passes out and they are no longer able to sustain breaths or circulation or their airway, you try to clear the airway, you breathe for them, and you circulate the blood for them by giving them chest compressions. Again, with all of my medical-based videos, I'm not telling you to just start pushing on somebody's chest if they pass out. You need to know what you're looking for and do the proper steps for that. This is why I preached on learning AED and CPR training. In that class, you'll learn what to look for, how to treat it as best as you can, being a first responder with that training, and basically how to react. That's really key. A lot of times people will panic in those situations, and you really need to be able to turn off that part of the brain and just focus on what's going on. All right, that was a pretty basic explanation on circulation. It's really as simple as keeping blood flowing through the body and keeping that blood oxygenated. If you run into those two issues where one of those stops, that's where you got a severe life-critical issue. So that's all we have for today's video. If there's anything you would like to see me cover in the upcoming videos, please comment, let me know. If you would like to see longer videos, let me know. Shorter, also let me know. But for the most part, I don't believe that these medical minute videos are having as much success as I was hoping for. So if you'd like to see me cover something specific or explain something or a better format, let me know. All right, stay safe, stay prepared.